يا راغبا في كل علم نافع.
ينمو العلم ويتقدم بتقنياته ومجالاته، ومعه نطور أدواتنا في تقديم العلم الشرعي. أكاديمية
زاد أكاديمية ينبوعها صاف ليروي غلة الظمآن. وتعلم الفقه الميسر عاملا بالشرع دون تعصب لفلان. بشرى لنا زاد أكاديمية للعلم كالأزهار في البستان.
بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله وصحبه ومن والاه. أما بعد. Divorce is something that people by nature don't like, don't want. It's to break a marriage. And Islam is the final religion, and it's the religion from Allah Azza wa Jal. Though people sometimes may hate it, in other times it is required, it is needed. Unlike other religions, once you get married, you cannot get out of this bond, which causes a great deal of hardship because people get sick. People find out later on that there is no chemistry. There are a lot of disputes and fights and arguments that make the marriage impossible to continue. This is the beauty of Islam, where it comes with a solution. So as we came to this relationship through halal means that Allah has legislated, also to dissolve this relationship can be done through how Allah legislates it. Divorce linguistically means to release, to let go. And in Arabic it's called talaq. And we use this word in Arabic, أطلق الشيء, to let it go. And in Islamic terminology, divorce refers to the dissolution of the marriage contract. So it's a contract, but by saying it, it is over. Once there is a marriage, it continues to be a marriage forever until one of the spouses dies. However, to dissolve the marriage, you need either a divorce, which is initiated only by the husband. It cannot be given by anyone else. The husband has to initiate it, and we will come to how. Then there is khul', which is the woman wanting to compensate her husband financially so that he would let her go. He doesn't want to divorce her. But she says, listen, I'll buy my way out. Here is your dowry back. And the last and third way of dissolving the marriage is through the dissolution of the Muslim judge, who renders that the relationship cannot continue. The husband doesn't want to divorce, and the wife wants to break the marriage, but she's unable to do this. She refers to the Muslim judge, looks into the case, and if he finds that the impotency of the husband, his inability to provide for his wife, he's a drug addict, he's abusive beyond reason, so many factors. In this case, he has the authority to separate them and to break this marriage. Now, divorce can be partial and it can be full. And what is meant by that? There are 3 divorces in Islam, as we will come to talk about. And after each divorce, there is a waiting period. And this first and second divorce are called revocable, because during this limited period of time, the husband has the power to revoke the divorce and take her back. But if the waiting period is over and he does not reconcile and revoke the divorce, this becomes a permanent divorce and he cannot go back to her except with a new contract, a new dowry, the presence of 2 male witnesses, and the consent of her guardian. First and second divorce. If the third divorce takes place, this is irrevocable. It's finished. They cannot go back together. So, is it permissible to divorce? Yes, it is permissible to divorce, as it is mentioned in the Quran, in the Sunnah, and the consensus of scholars. As for the Quran, Allah Azza wa Jal says, divorce is twice. At-talaqu marratan. Then either keep her in an acceptable manner or release her with good treatment. So, divorce 1 happens, you can either keep her or leave her. If you keep her, 1 down, 2 to go. You divorce her for the second time, either during the iddah time, the waiting period time, you can revoke the divorce and keep her, or wait until it's over and release her with good treatment. 2 down, 1 to go. The third divorce happens, it's over. From the Sunnah, Abdullah ibn Umar once divorced his wife, but he divorced her at a time where he was not supposed to do so, because she was on her monthly period. Umar went and told the Prophet of what had happened, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the Prophet said to him, let him take her back. Then when she becomes pure, if he wishes, he may divorce her. So this is from the Sunnah. As for the consensus, Ibn Qudama, may Allah have mercy on his soul, said that the scholars, they all agree that divorce is permissible. So what is the ruling on divorce? So many people say that the most abhorred thing that is halal to Allah is divorce. And they quote this as a hadith, and this is not an authentic hadith. So is divorce abhorred to Allah Azza wa Jal? Actually, divorce can be permissible. It can be makruh, not recommended. It can be mandatory. And it can be disliked. So all of these rulings can apply to divorce. So divorce can be permissible if the man feels that there is no chemistry and this relationship has no future. Yes, he did not invest in it a lot. He's not putting effort into it. But he feels that if he continues, she may become pregnant and then he would be in a deadlock and he would be in trouble. So he divorces her because he thinks that this is not going anywhere. It can be disliked when there is harm to any of the spouses and there is no legitimate reason for it. So a person divorces his wife. Why? I don't know. I just feel like changing women. Akhi, this is disliked in Islam. This is playing around. And if there is a lot of harm and injustice, it becomes prohibited and haram. And also it becomes prohibited if a person divorces his wife because she's not abiding by what he's telling her, which is against the Sunnah or against the religion. So he's divorcing his wife. Why are you divorcing your wife? Oh, I told her to take off the hijab and become like the Europeans so that I wouldn't feel ashamed when she's wearing the hijab, and she refuses. I ordered her to free mix with my siblings and to serve them and to be normal and treat them like mahrams, and she disobeyed me. So I'm divorcing her. This is totally prohibited. And divorce becomes mandatory when there is a great harm on the woman or on the man himself. For example, a person is married to a woman and she's literally a prostitute. She goes out and sells herself and commits adultery. And the man is keeping her. Why are you keeping her? Oh, Shaykh, I love her. Ya akhi, you're crazy. You're not a real man. It's mandatory upon you to divorce her and ditch her because she is tarnishing your reputation and your religion. Sometimes it becomes highly recommended to divorce when you feel that there is harm on the woman and she is suffering in the marriage and you're not doing a great job to protect her or to fulfill her needs. In this case, it becomes highly recommended for you to let her go. And all of these issues are not something to be decided without consultation, asking the elders, gathering information about it. Divorce is an issue that usually results due to dispute. And when there are disputes, these are usually solved in courts of law. So the one who gives the ruling, whether the marriage should go on or not, whether it is dissolved or not, is the Muslim judge, the ruler. But in some cases, it is recommended to first go to the mufti, as so many judges may rule over a divorce case where there is a justifiable way in Quran or in the Sunnah to reconcile. But if the case reaches the court, the Muslim judge, and he rules it, no mufti can overturn the verdict or the ruling. هذا والله أعلم ونسبة العلم إليه أسلم وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على عبده ورسوله نبينا محمد.
يا راغبا في كل علم نافع
ينمو العلم ويتقدم بتقنياته ومجالاته، ومعه نطور أدواتنا في تقديم العلم الشرعي. أكاديمية
زاد أكاديمية ينبوعها صاف ليروي غلة الظمآن، وتعلم الفقه الميسر عاملا بالشرع دون تعصب لفلان. بشرى لنا زاد أكاديمية للعلم كالأزهار في البستان.